Hello and welcome to Panther Financial Services. This is Pranav Patil. Today we will discuss simple two habits to become successful investors. We will try to analyze different points. We will think from a logical perspective. If you like the entire discussion, then you try to utilize in your personal life. Now, so let's start with the discussion. The first point is patience. What patient doesn't mean, first of all, I'll tell you, patient doesn't mean okay, you buy a 1 rupee stock, wait for 100 rupees for and daily don't watch it, or wait for a 4 years or 1 year or 2 months or 5 months to go to at 100 rupees. Absolutely not, I'm saying in that perspective. What my point is that patience means before investment only think logically for a particular company, then only decide where you should invest it. Say before selecting a particular company, do a basic research. In one of video I mentioned that which are the things you can look at it while selecting a company, like a revenue, EBITDA, profits, margins, then the growth basically, and founders. These are the basic 4 to 5 points. You can check it out. If you are convinced with those details, then you can select the company, and after that only you invest it. So basic before investment, basic research is very important. Now once you make an investment, what my point is that don't think that your decision is right or you take a right decision. My point is that you make your decision right. Hope you got the difference. Now once you, what you have to do to make your decision right, you try to you don't react. See what happens once you invest it. I'll tell you, first of all, I'll tell you a simple fact. The wealth creation doesn't happen in a month or 2 months perspective or 3 months perspective or 1 year perspective or 2 years perspective. It happens in the long term perspective, say 4 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. In that long run, actual wealth creation in the market happens, and you need to have patience for that. Generally what happens, you invest today, and in a month's time the stock went up by 5%. I'll take an example. And after that 2 months, the stock is trading there only. In the fourth month, stock came down by 3% down. You think, okay, I should have sold it. I would have bought it again, rebought it at 3% down the line. See, understand, you are doing an investment. You're an investor, not the trading psychology. You cannot use it here. If you wanted to do that, the short term gain, there is nothing harm or there is nothing bad into it. You need to have a different psychology for that, different strategy for that. Now when you invest, you should have a patience perspective, long term perspective. So once you decide the security, once you invest into that, have a patient, don't react. On daily basis or a quarterly basis, you will find the details about the company. Send in a particular quarter, if the sales are not up to the mark, you should not be worried about it, because every quarter it is not possible for a company to provide the good results. Sometimes ups and downs happens. So you should see the other factors as well. And of course on an exceptional basis you can take a quitting decision as well, depending on the kind of details you see uh, in the news. So first point, what I'm trying to say, in the patient, don't react to all the news. Don't, if the stock is up by 5%, 7%, don't get too much happy. If the stock is down by 4% or 5%, don't get demotivated, or don't think that I have made a mistake by selecting this company, or I should, shall I quit it or shall I reinvest into other securities. Once you make a decision, ensure that your decision is right, plain and simple. So in the patients, try not to react. Then have a think from a long term perspective. Don't get too much happy if the stock is up by upside, stock is into the upside at the higher level, or don't get demotivated if the stock is down. Have a patience perspective, decent level, don't watch it regularly. Now the second point which I'm trying to, or the second habit, is positive attitude. Trust me, I meet a number of clients, or I have seen a number of people into derivatives market as well. I'll give you a simple example. If try to analyze person who makes a very good amount of money into short selling, the behavior basically. I myself, we used to a lot trading in the derivatives, and I'll tell you the reality. We used to make a trade like a out of 10 trades, 7 trades into short selling only, because market, it takes a huge time to go up the market, and for a correction you just need a 1 day or 2 day. But the kind of thoughts and the kind of psychology you create, it actually backfires you in your portfolio. So it is what you give, what you get in return. If you try to think negatively about the market, or if you try to think negatively about particular stock, it is going to affect your portfolio. Trust me. Maybe not today, it could be day after tomorrow, or next month, or next year it comes back. So my point is that have a positive attitude. If you feel a particular company's share price is way beyond, or particular index has gone up way beyond, don't watch it. Watch the things where you have invested. Watch the securities price where you have invested. That's it. If you think negatively, it is going to affect. So for example, if you invest into particular security and the stock is down, and if you start asking the people, okay, what should I do? Shall I quit it? Shall I reinvest somewhere? Or shall I take your own decision? If you think that fundamentally that company is strong, and the people who are driving the company are the good people, you should not be worried about the price. It goes up and down. You just see the latest example. I'll tell you, Sun Pharma was trading at 1200 rupees. After that it went down to 300 rupees plus, and from that level it went up to 1100. The entire journey I still remember. I closely monitor this stock as well. In 2016, 17 to 2022, in this last 5 years journey, 1200 to 300, 300 to almost back to 1200. It's not easy. You need a lot of patience, and the kind of, if you would have invested at the higher level, you would have sent the negative vibration, you would have lost, you would have thought, okay, not to invest it or not to top up it at the lower level. So if you have a positive attitude towards particular stock, select the at the initial level only, select the good securities and send the good vibration. If you create a negative thoughts, okay, it was my mistake, I should quit it, quit it. If you feel it is a genuine things to quit it and reinvest something other securities, and you will get better returns, you try it in that way as well. But if you are from a long term perspective, if you are looking for a wealth creation perspective, or if you are looking from an investor perspective, it is very important to have a positive attitude. Try to meet the people who are into market since last 10 to 15 years, and they have made a good amount of money. You will find a very drastic uh, change compared to you meet the stock market guys, normal guys. So they will have a very different attitude towards the market. Hope you so in this today's discussion, we have discussed two habits. One is the patience, and I mentioned that what patient doesn't mean and what patience actually means. So patience is the first point, and the second is positive attitudes. Positive attitude does not mean, again, you buy any stock, penny stock, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, or 15 rupees. Of course it could be good stock. What I'm trying to explain you is, you do, again, the positive attitude doesn't mean that you buy any stock and wait for a long term perspective, and daily, just think, okay, my stock will go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Absolutely not. Before the investment, you do a basic research. Once you convince with that, then stay with your decision. You ensure your decision is right. You make your decision right. That is the entire point we discussed in this entire video. If you like, if you feel it is logically, it is working for you, you try to use it in your personal life. Hope you enjoyed today's discussion. Thank you for your time. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.